This has always been fierce, and both of these teams know if they survive and advance from here, a host of opportunities lie ahead. Welcome to Vaught Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see, the number 22 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on last year's national champions, the Ole Miss Rebels. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. And he's coming out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So Ole Miss offense will have the football first. Ole Miss really put it on the Bayou Bengals the last time these two met. And anytime you take a rival behind the woodshed like that, it feels good.
It feels good, and they loved every second of it. And I think it was taunting. It was all of the goodness that is college football. And, Jesse, I got a feeling LSU, they remember that feeling really well.
I think they remember it really well. That felt like hotty-totty, gosh almighty, that was bad. I mean, it reverberated not just in the SEC, all across college football. Ole Miss made a point. LSU is going to have to play much better in this one.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. To the ground with the back. Great to have perfect blocking, but you can also make your own, and that's exactly what he does, getting it up to the 36.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
They'll try the run. Picks up the first down. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
And the Rebels will have it first and 10. They'll go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
These are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese.
There he goes. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. on 1st and 10. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Makes a connection.
If you're going to be in the Heisman picture, you got to make plays week in, week out at receiver, and that's what he does. He's a good route runner. He's reliable, and he's got speed to take it to the house. Top 5 in the nation right now in receiving yards.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to catch. Touchdown, Rebels! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
You're the better team. You're playing at home. That's the way you start a football game. Putting a drive together, getting 6 on the board, taking the lead. Nice start by this offense.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he's going to bring it out. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So LSU's offense will get the ball for the first time. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question it's the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line, David. They are going to try and establish the line of scrimmage with their physicality.
Man, it's a tremendous challenge with this defensive line because you know that. Like, you've got to be aggressive. You've got to be physical. I've got to take away their ability to run the football first. This unit's nasty. They're dirty. I love them.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Pulls it and fires to the left. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. Ready to fire from the pistol. Now the play fake. Quarterback moving. Fires on the move. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll give it to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Guys, let's take just a second and talk about Ole Miss. With just a few games remaining, they're atop the conference standings. Jesse, how hard is it not to look ahead at this point?
Really, really hard, because everybody's talking about the conference championship, who you might play. You still got to deal, and you still got to take care of business on the field today. That's the most important thing. It's been a phenomenal season up to this point, David. Great things ahead, potentially, but you got to win this one today.
Well, and I think that's what's really important. It's a great start, and now it's about finishing the season. To be at the top is awesome, but you can't lose a conference game or 2 conference games and get yourself out of the mix here right at the end when you're so close to the finish line.
And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. And the Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. Gives it on the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. A big third down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. To the air, it's flat. Makes the catch. Couldn't find any more room up the sideline, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 36. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Here comes the heat. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
Guys, you just say Magnolia Bowl, and it sounds elegant, pristine, and reserved.
And Ole Miss and LSU, anything but. Charges clock malfeasance, downright cheating back in the old days just to get a leg up in this rivalry game.
It feels like they've been playing this game since the Louisiana Purchase and Napoleonic Law. They've been playing it forever down south in an area of the country where sometimes it just feels like it matters more. I can't wait to see what happens today.
And I love what Reese says. Cheating.
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Leaves it with the running back. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
Can't make the catch on third down, and the rarest of drops for this guy. The Rebels decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Things haven't gone exactly the way they drew it up. Turnover, punt, and now they have it back. The give to the tailback. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. Hey, no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
Quick completion to the right. At the 35, he's loose. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Off the play fake on first down. The throw. Got his man. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a first down. Looking to pass. It's flat. The screen. He can go. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Back to pass. There's the pressure. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Working on the right. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. LSU looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Catch in the middle, it's Melton. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Give to the running back. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! Fired in from the red zone for the score. Extra point here will tie the game.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping him up, getting him on the ground. Take away that run game. Make him one-dimensional, put him in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Finds his big tight end. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Handoff from the gun. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. And the Rebels with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? This defense will try to force a fourth down on 3rd and short from the 45. He's going to run it. Breaks into the open. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. The give from the gun. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. First play of the period, first down here. The give to the back. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Runs through a tackle. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Sends it back in motion. Snap to the back. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound, no matter who gets the football. We're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. Making side adjustments here. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. Never a doubt. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. And And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. Finds the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. To throw, it's flat. Heaves it on the run. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Gives it to the back on the draw. Got enough for the first down. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, when they slipped the run.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off, and he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Oh, he wants it all. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Right on target this time. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33. The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. Back to throw. It's flat. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And here comes the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg. All tied up and just about set to kick it away.
How about it? 50+, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Finds his big tight end. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Gets it out fast. And he's down after the short completion. He did not make it to the 1st down marker. The Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. They picked up a couple of 1st downs to start this drive, and now 1st and 10 from the 47. The short hands, it's Yates. Makes the grab, and not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never continue.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. And And the Rebels pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. To the air. It's Hester. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Now on second down. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Looking to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Leaves it with the back. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an exploder.
Touchdown, Ole Miss! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking for a man. It's flat. They've got the screen set up. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. After that last completion, it's second down.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Soft spot in the middle. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab on the left. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Hauls it in. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide, he sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass, he'll take that completion.
Fires to the wideout. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Quick strike complete. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Looking to throw, it's flat. He can't make the catch. Had it right in his hands, and it'll be 4th down. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the... He gets a hand on it.
And they had been practicing this all week long. They saw something on film that made them think they could overload them on the right-hand side, and they were able to get back there to block that kick.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Inside the 45. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. From inside the 40 at the 37, it's 1st down. Running back searching for a hole. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Quarterback may change this route. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Lewis. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Wants to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. They'll go to the air. Floats it out in space. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. Just drives it between the uprights. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the 2nd half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the 2nd half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
They're working that left side. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll leave it with him. Got enough for the 1st. Oh, he's got some space. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down. DBs will try to keep everything in front. Under fire. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play. Offside.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
Defense a little too eager on that last one, and now it's 1st and 5. Looking downfield, it's flattened. Deep shot for the end zone. He can haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, we could be shaping up for one memorable finish in this Magnolia Bowl. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line.
We're just about ready to start the second half. The returner will field it and bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football from out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Here comes the offense on second down. Dropping back, it's flat. Right on the money. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. LSU moving quickly, going to work again on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got his man downfield. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
That's a really nice job holding that pass in, and you think LSU has just been such a breeding ground in recent years for receivers. Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, OBJ, Jarvis Landry, they all have the ability to make a play anywhere on the field, and that's what this guy can do. You can line him up anywhere. He can run routes at all three levels of the secondary. The defense has to know where he is lined up every single time.
And that's exactly what the defense wants you to do. Go east-west, and the quarterback gets strung out, doesn't pull the trigger and really make a decision. You'd like to see him stick his foot in the ground, get more south, get more of a plus yardage on this play. Nice job by the defense.
Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Man, it's so frustrating as a coach because you go into half and you're like, listen, this is what they've been doing. This is what we're getting. Let's go out and execute. And what do? First drive, you throw an interception, you turn the field position to the other side, create momentum immediately. This is an absolute disaster to start the second half.
Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Here's the handoff. Pass the stakes and still on his feet. All kinds of room to the right. The 20. Inside the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all away. Touchdown, Rebels. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, you could make a good case. This is the game of the week in the Big 12. Baylor is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Robert Griffin III, and they are right back in this. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to SMU. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this Big 12 Clash of the Titans. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Off play action. Throws to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Working that left side now. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tigers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. At the 45 on his way. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Red pass, it's complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. 2nd down coming up. Back to pass, it's flat. Immediately fires to the middle. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll off one deep down the left side. He's going for the goal line.
And that's why this guy's a complete running back. He's good between the tackles, he can pass block, but he can also run routes. And we're not just talking about screens or swing routes. This guy gets vertical down the field, and he can run the route tree.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, LSU! Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Gets it out quickly. Still on his feet at the 45. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Inside 4 minutes to play here in the 3rd. To the air, it's Hester. Setting up the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. The Rebels want to move quickly. To the air on 1st down. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Ole Miss! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
Lining up to tack 1 more onto that lead. And he tacks on the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they pay it off with a strike from 38 yards out. Out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
Oh, they're after him. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
LSU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. A little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Caught over the middle. It's Yates. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. And the Rebels with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Turning it on. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Power football with the run. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. To the air, it's Hester. Finds his tight end. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Wants to go up top. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. He just terrorizes quarterbacks, his 30th career sack.
And that's an amazing number, 30 sacks, because a lot of guys get sacks early in their careers, and then coordinators figure it out and then start double-teaming them and sliding and chipping, and then their numbers come down. This guy, though, David, has never stopped.
And it's got to be consistently.
Unleashes one deep. Throw into the end zone. It's picked off.
You got to be so careful, too, David, because on third and long, they're playing their nickel now. DBs on the field, those windows are going to open and close really, really quickly. And I think that time the quarterback got a little too greedy trying to fit that football in a small window.
He did, and I like the zone coverage, too, because everybody's staring at the quarterback, so you can get a really good break on the football, knowing where the sticks are. They break on it, and they get the big interception.
The Tigers can really attack on this second and short. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Nestles it in at the 35. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. They go to the ground. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. The play action fake. On a little time, lets it go. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Scanning the field, it's Hester. Got his man. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They go back to work with the 1st down in the final period of this one. They think there's room to run to the right here. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the back. Got the 1st down. Looking for more. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Yeah, and if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the 4th quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense.
Touchdown, Rebels! And the beatdown has ensued. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Quickly complete. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. Dropping back, it's Fleck. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. This offense has it with really good field position. To the ground with the back.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Gets it past the marker. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. A shot toward the end zone, and they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. This time he's got his man. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown. touchdown from here. The Rebels have this offense rolling. They'll try the run. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to pass on second down. Got it set up on the outside. Touchdown, Ole Miss! A great catch and run for 6. They put another one on the board here in the fourth quarter, and how about this team? Just a lone blemish on the resume and about to go to 10-1.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And they had the extra point to finish the drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the ranking. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Now improvising. Got him, and nobody's close. Touchdown, Rebels! And they take it in for 6 more points. They built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bringing it out. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Looking to throw, it's flat. Using the quick game. There he goes. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Looking downfield on first down. Finds a man on the right. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Handoff from the shotgun. Ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Gets the back moving. Snap to the back. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football, and you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Might be calling a hot route. Second down, they'll go to the air. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss! They stretch this lead here in the fourth, and now they're closing in on their 9th win of the season.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. Georgia Tech will need to mount a comeback, but those fans that were there when Calvin Johnson was a two-time All-American know this game is over. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Tulane. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And the defense makes a play, sacking. The 10.
How about this defense? No mercy. Like, listen, I know we're up big, but they are still hunting, still flying around, still chasing, still making life really miserable for this offense.
The give on the option. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room as they mark it at the 17.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Looking to throw, it's Fleck. Rushes on him. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's got it down the left. Breaks into the open. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. Out of the gun, the give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
you got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job of the base defense making a play.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. Might want to muster up that protection. They had one blocked earlier. Absolutely perfect. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge.
Way to bounce back, kicker. Obviously, this guy already had a kick block earlier in the game, and he answers by kicking a bomb through the uprights. Well done.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He's got great speed. He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They want to run it left here. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And these linebackers, man, the reason they're winning this football game is they've been swarming. You watch them. They're downhill, not missing many tackles. They've really dominated the run game, and that's why they're winning this football game.
Back to throw. It's flat. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Here's the return. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he... ready to send the offense onto the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the 2nd half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly, baby.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Back has it. Creates a little room. They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Might be changing the route. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They just keep firing. Makes the grab. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. And the Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabs it in the middle.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Going for 6. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense.
Headed to the end zone. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
LSU 20.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. LSU will die. Playbook here on offense. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working, and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well, because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough. So it's been a bad day you're going to want to forget.
They'll run play action. This one's complete. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30. Sometimes you'll hear guys derisively say, well, he just piles up numbers. When the number gets close to 450, that's worth doing.
And that's why they throw it as much as they do, because they've got a difference maker playing the quarterback position. He gives them a chance to be explosive and light up the scoreboard.
So now it's 2nd and long.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going. And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Pressure coming. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long. Early, or late up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give us up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. Going right to work up top. Under fire. Trying to escape and get it himself. Oh, he's got some space. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. He's got his man. Got enough space. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the two-point try. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. Takes a snap, wants to throw. He's got the two-point conversion, and they build on that lead. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ripped it.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
This is my favorite time to be a defensive lineman, man. You get up big, late in the game, you know it's past. You're just teeing off on the quarterback. The defensive backs, they're bailing, playing those deep passes. It is hard to play offensive football in this situation.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Back to throw, it's flat. He wants a big play here late. Nearly another interception. It'll be second down.
Hey, it's just been frustrating to watch the inconsistency of this guy at QB, man. You've got to be able to stay in rhythm in an offense and stay ahead of schedule. And he's had a moment, and he threw a touchdown pass, but more consistency, more finding the open guys, delivering it to them, and keeping this offense on schedule.
And this guy has been so important to this defense, the way he plays on the back end. Top 10 in the nation in interceptions. He just has a feel and reads the quarterback's eyes. He almost picked that last one off.
He hurls one deep down the left side. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. With the clock running, this should be the final play. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And the pass is incomplete. They were going for the fabulous parting gift, but instead will just go home with a loss. Ole Miss gets the daily double. They win the Magnolia Bowl and beat LSU. And as always, they take victory in the tailgate. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.